Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on FridayNightLights.gov
We click a random article.
and we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
Do you think that's what? Do you think that URL? What is that called? Like extension.gov, whatever. Do you think in the UK that's open to anyone? Because .gov.
Hello, Gov. Yeah. I'm gonna say yes. It is.
Okay. What are the
It's
other?
Yeah. AOL.dude.
Do they have? This is a serious question. Do they have like .gov.uk?
I don't know. I was thinking that too. I feel kind of bad for them that they can't. That all their things are with .co.uk. Like, why can't they just have .com?
I don't know.
Are there not enough? I don't know either.
Maybe it is like, whatever. Like if you're some grocery store chain and you wanted like grocery.com, like obviously someone
Right.
here would have taken that.
Right.
So maybe it's just like, well, this way we can have the same URLs as places over there, but it'll go to a different place. Or maybe it's
Yeah.
also like, whatever, if you want to go to the McDonald's website, but I want the UK McDonald's. I don't care what menu items are in the US. So It's
Right.
just like,
You go to mcdonalds.co.uk. Could we go to mcdonalds.co.uk?
no, you would get shot on site.
Fuck, I knew it.
The one of my proudest moments as a student of the French language was the first time that Jessica and I went to France. We were like, let's go to Disneyland because we're from Florida and whatever. And we were there. We were in France for like a very long time because we were in college and had no like responsibilities. And by the end, it was kind of like, okay, well, trying to figure out what to do with our time. And you can go if you just go to like whatever, DisneylandParis.com or whatever, it'll bring you to the UK version of the site.
Okay.
And then you have to pay like basically the tourist price, the same way you do here versus like the Florida resident. And I was like, I wonder if there's like a France resident. So I went to the French version of the website and there was, there is no English version of that, or at least whatever, 10 years ago, there was no English version of that site.
So it's like disney.co.fr or something.
Right. So then all you had to provide was your address, and we were staying in not an Airbnb, but an Airbnb before Airbnb existed.
Right.
So I just used that address, and then they're like, okay, here's your France resident like Disney ticket. Like, have fun.
You don't have to bring a Coke can in or anything.
No, and it was like, I want to say it was like half the price. It was like bonkers cheap. So
That's
that was pretty
amazing.
sick. Yeah. And then when we went to Japan, my buddy who speaks Japanese basically gave us like, he like created a guide to printing tickets from a kiosk in 7-Eleven. And
yes,
if you can use those kiosks
Lawson's
in English, but you can't, if you use it in English, it's only like an ATM and a few other things. But if you use it in Japanese, that's where you unlock all the features.
Oh man. Okay.
So he was like, just trust me. These are the things you press.
Click button 3, button 2, type in 6.
So he was like in some other, we were in like Tokyo. He was somewhere else. So he just went to his 7-Eleven, went to the kiosk and took pictures of all of the buttons that he pressed, sent that to us. And we got like the Tokyo resident or whatever Disney passes.
That rules.
It was very cool.
Oh man. That's slick. I like that.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah. Well, when I went to Des Moines, saw the Disney World in Des Moines. It's pretty, I got a cool discount too.
We did in Des Moines go to one of the coolest places I've ever been.
That's you and I. Yes, that's true.
Which
it
was
do you remember the name of it? Did it have a name?
I don't know. I don't think so. It was just.
It might have just been called like Des Moines Hobby Shop or something.
Yeah. we were like, okay, a hobby shop, let's go in. It
Check out the mall trains.
It was just one specific hobby, and that was RC cars.
There was a huge RC car track. It was like, I don't even know, like probably not a quarter mile, but a huge RC track.
It was enormous. So like the front were RC car parts. Then you like go into the back and it's a bunch of like work benches where people are like modding their RC cars, and then
like 60 workbenches.
Yeah. And then like a 2-tiered like viewing area for these RC car races. It was incredible.
Yeah, it was really incredible. We spent like an hour there just watching dudes race RC cars.
Unreal. You want to get an article?
Do you want to get it actually?
I will.
Okay, good.
It's fun because now that you're not here, you don't look at the articles anyway, but now you can't see them at all.
There's no way for me to look at them.
Bad news. Mitchell Street. We've gotten this one.
We have gotten this one. That's okay. I don't want to learn about him anymore. Something I was just thinking of right now was, you know why vampires couldn't see their reflection? This is not a popsicle joke.
Is it because no?
So mirrors used to be made. Their backs were silver.
Oh,
isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Isn't
so
it?
Now maybe they can see their reflections now.
That'd be nice. Can they see their reflections in like a pool of water?
Great question. That's a great question.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why does silver do bad for vampires and werewolves?
I believe silver is naturally antiseptic.
I think that is correct.
So maybe that has something to do with it.
Did they know that? Did the people in olden times know that?
That's the thing, is like, people were just trying shit, and so every once in a while they would stumble on the real. Like at some point, everyone figured out the right thing. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So like today, that because we know it today, at some point someone figured it out before today. So it's just a matter of how far ago was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you know, all horror movies or horror tropes relate to something kind of real, like a real fear.
Right.
What I assume werewolves are sort of like the beast within type thing.
They could be, or it could even be like those guys from Ripley's Believe It or Not, or the what's it called, the Guinness Book of World Records. The guys who are like covered in hair on their entire bodies.
Oh, and then they were just like, I don't understand this, and I need a way to understand it.
Yeah.
What are vampires? Because vampires are also, I think, very traditionally horny creatures, and not that the vampires are horny, but the stuff around them is very horny. You know what I mean? They're sensual beings.
Well, I wonder like how much of that has changed over the years, if at all. I don't know, but I think that it's like an Eastern European creation from like I don't know, like 1500s or something. But yeah, like were they always? Yeah, was it always like a sexy ass Bela Lugosi trying to seduce someone with his beautiful gaze, or was it just Vlad the Impaler just being like, you know,
maybe
I'm gonna kill some people.
Maybe he was sexy too, though.
That's true. There's no one ever said he wasn't sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I do know that Dracula went to a boarding school that the devil was the headmaster.
Have you ever
so
seen?
That's cool.
Do you remember? I've never seen it, but I've seen the trailer for Dracula Dead and Loving It, the Leslie Nielsen film.
No, I have not.
Oh, okay, me neither. Just curious. Do you think any of the Leslie Nielsen movies, Airplane, Naked Gun, hold up?
People say that Airplane holds up, and I'm scared to watch it, man.
I was a big fan of Airplane.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know, man. I want it to hold up real bad, but I'm just worried.
Yeah.
And I've never seen Naked Gun movies. I know that O.J. Simpson has a fairly big role in at least one of them, if not more.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's pretty funny.
It's odd, to be sure.
Can you imagine, like, if it turned out Shaquille O'Neal was a murderer? Like, that's probably the level it was, right? Like, oh, it's Shaq. Oh, shit, he murdered his ex-wife.
Does anyone care about Shaq anymore?
Um,
And was Shaq is Shaq only a big deal to us because we're from Florida? Was he?
no. Everyone knows and loves Shaq.
Do they?
He was in Kazam. That dude did some work. He put in some work. Now he's Papa John now.
He is Papa John now. That's true. But he was not a Michael Jordan.
No, certainly not. But was OJ a Michael Jordan?
OJ was, I think, bigger than a Michael Jordan.
That's huge to say.
This is coming from, I don't know anything about sports. I don't think I would know who Shaquille O'Neal was if I didn't grow up in Florida
That's interesting.
during peak Shaq.
During the Shaq attack.
During the Shaq attack, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, you know who Kobe Bryant is, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I wonder, I feel like you would, just Shaq's so freaking big. I feel like you just know because he's big.
But they're all big boys.
They are all big boys. I remember I was like in first grade and they sent us Shaq's shoe. Did you ever have that?
Shaq Fu.
Sorry, I misspoke. They sent us that shitty video game Shaq Fu. No, they said they were just sending Shaq's shoe like around the country maybe or something.
Sure, I know. I mean,
just to see how big it was.
We didn't do that, but that feels like mean. Like check out this motherfucker's big ass foot.
Yeah, like someone just stole it up out of his closet. Yeah, like, hey guys, wait a minute, where's my right shoe?
I bet it was big, huh?
It was pretty big. It was like size, 40 million or something.
Did he wear it? Was it a stinky basketball shoe?
Right, yeah. I think the way we got it was from his OnlyFans account. It was pre-worn the way we requested it. It cost a little extra, but
I remember in Orlando there was like the Orlando Magic like merch store, and it was called the Fan Attic. Yes,
I remember this. They were in the airport there too.
Oh, sure. I never went in, but I just remember that was it was like such a vivid thing because it was like right off the highway, so you would just pass it whenever we were driving whatever to Orlando.
They're not around anymore?
The Magic is still around for sure.
The Magic is still around. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that we haven't lost the Magic.
No. Do you remember the McDonald's commercial where it's like, do you believe in magic?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't know that was a real song for a long time.
Well, that's like, I know the song, but not the commercial. So I feel that's a real good, like, that shows a lot about you and how you are.
How so?
I'm familiar with the song. Don't know what you're talking about in terms of the McDonald's commercial, but you only know the McDonald's commercial. Didn't know it was a song.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
like I grew up listening to a lot of that, like
sure
60s era kind of like, yeah. And with my mother.
I grew up eating a lot of McDonald's.
Right, with your father.
Yeah.
And that's why we're the yin and yang. We're a good podcasting duo because of these differences. I would say that's the biggest difference, probably.
I think so. Yeah.
Is I know the song and you know what McDonald's is.
I do. I do have sort of a sickness when it comes to commercials and advertising.
Yeah.
Where it all just sticks in my head and I can't ever make it leave.
It just becomes part of you, like the symbiote in Spider-Man.
Yes. I'm an Eddie Brock type, and
and commercials are Venom.
The King from Burger King.
What's the difference between Venom and Carnage? One's black and one's red. Is that it? Are there two different symbiotes?
I don't know. Is Carnage maybe Venom when it goops onto some other creature.
Oh, interesting.
Sort of like how in one of the Alien movies, there's like a xenomorph that goops onto a predator,
Whoa, cool.
and you get a predalien.
That's cool as shit.
Because that's one thing they don't really tell you about the xenomorphs is they don't have a normal way they look. The xenomorphs that you know are just the ones that have come out of humans. You know, those are the human xenomorphs.
Whoa, I didn't think. Wow, okay, shit. You're blowing my mind because I've only seen the first 2 Alien movies. So I'm sure that you're saying normal shit if you've seen more than one. But,
I've also
man.
I remember playing like the Alien versus Predator like PC game too, which was very fun.
Okay.
But yeah, like we don't know what they look like when they come out of.
Do
whatever.
aliens have to go? Do the xenomorph have to go into a bipedal organism?
I feel like we've
Or a sentient
seen-
organism?
I feel like there have been xenomorph dogs, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could there be like a deer or something? What if
What's
there's just like a whole world and every like our normal world, but they were all xenomorph type?
what's the scariest animal a xenomorph could go into? Not a dinosaur. It's obviously dinosaur, but today
A bat, maybe?
a
Or
bat would be not great. I think
a whale?
I was thinking a whale too, like a whale
honestly,
or a
probably an elephant.
a shark.
Shark would be bad. That'd be bad news.
Could you fucking imagine?
Because sharks already got like 5 rows of teeth. They don't need a mini other thing inside the mouth.
Oh my god! Fuck.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
we don't need that.
But they're just in the
Cheetah?
water.
Cheetah, maybe.
What about like an eagle?
What tier is a xenomorph eagle?
Wow. I feel like they'd be ugly. They would not be charismatic. C or D,
No.
maybe.
C or D? We don't like those.
But the fear that they would instill.
That's what I'm wondering. How far does the fear factor bump up? The grade.
Oh my god. What? Okay. Did we grade dinosaurs?
Well, we can't. Would you do? We can't have because that would be another 40 minutes. So I imagine we didn't do that because that's awesome.
Right.
Would it be dinosaurs as a whole, or would we break them out?
You would have to break them out.
Okay.
Because
Would they be that? Would they be in the same rating system, or they have their own dinosaur rating system?
so you're saying we could have S-class dinosaurs?
That's what I'm wondering. Because otherwise, I feel like half the dinosaurs would be A or S class.
Maybe we have one for extinct creatures.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That sounds like Patreon bonus content to me. Oh shit.
Because that would open it up to obviously dinosaurs,
Giant land sloths,
dodos.
Megalocerops, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. What about the class rankings for types of aliens? I'm talking, I'm talking grays.
Yeah.
I'm talking reptilians. I'm talking Zeta
Anunnaki.
Reticulans, Anunnaki.
Of course. I think we got ourselves a little series on our hands. I think, Johnny. So, yeah, look out for that. We got nothing but time on our hands.
I
now.
mean, honestly, dinosaurs though. We should do dinosaurs. We'll do
Yeah.
a dinosaurs one. Robbie, the son, would probably rank pretty high. The baby, I think I would rank very low.
well, I don't know. I put him S class because you gotta love him.
No, I think that baby Sinclair is extremely annoying. It's funny that their last name is Sinclair. I never thought about that.
Like the fucking gas station.
That's
Man,
extremely good. Is that
It is.
show good?
maybe it is.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Smell you later.
I've got a multi-purpose room that does have 3 toilets, but
Yep,
it's
mine has
also
3 toilets.
It's also where my band comes to jam.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.